episode of Alex's Toy Show with Feisty Pants.
Ah, that's good. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a belated Sunday Q&A, because it's not Sunday anymore. So real quick, just to address what happened. So Friday night I go to Grimm's to see what's going on, and you know, there's Slenderman running around, and it's like, come on, what the hell is Slenderman? So I go there, and all of a sudden, dude, he's just so creepy. It's just so creepy in person. So, you know, he got into Grimm's house. We ran into the toy room for safety. He was in the friggin' toy room. I bolted out of the house, and that's kind of all I remember. And then I was tied up, and then Grimm and the guys rescued me, and they brought me a coffee. Dude, this is like spinach to Popeye right here. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, it was some scary shit. It was a little, whew. But, here we go, Q&A number 75, not on a Sunday. Jeremiah Baez wants to know, did I watch the soccer game, FCB versus Real Madrid? Did I watch the boxing match? Who were you for in both matches? No and no, I didn't. I didn't see any soccer game, and I didn't see any boxing matches. Sorry. Teresa, my Yankee buddy, she tuned in. I went back and I looked at all the comments. There was a lot of praise and a lot of concern for where, you know, hashtag pray for Alex or something like that. Thank you everyone. And poor Teresa, you know, she tunes in every Sunday for the Q&A, and there was none. And she's like, I guess there's no Q&A. So, my apologies, Teresa, for being abducted. She wants to know what my 3 favorite pay-per-views were. And what are the worst 3? Well, Survivor Series wasn't that great. You know, I think the top 3, though, I don't remember the pay-per-view, the actual event, but it was, Evolution. It was Triple H and, who was it? Randy Orton and Batista versus The Shield, when The Shield was still The Shield, before they all split up. And let me tell you, they were the main event, and they put on such a match. Holy crap. That match made the whole night. Going to NXT and SummerSlam back in Brooklyn over the summer. The NXT event was so much better than SummerSlam. That's got to be on the list. And I've seen a lot, so I don't really know to pick one against the other, because there's so many. But I gotta say, the very first SummerSlam, I think, was pretty awesome. When, you know, because, you know, you're a kid, you're into it. The Saturday wrestling show before the pay-per-view, Brutus the Barber Beefcake is supposed to wrestle Honky Tonk Man for the Intercontinental Championship. And Honky Tonk Man had it for, I don't know, he was the longest reigning champ. So, you know, he had it for a substantial long time. And everybody in the world thought Brutus the Barber Beefcake was sure to win. But then Outlaw Ron Bass has a match with Brutus the Barber Beefcake that Saturday afternoon on the TV show, and he rips up Brutus's face with the spurs. So it's like, oh my God, what about his match with Honky Tonk Man, right? So, you know, pay-per-view comes around, Honky Tonk Man standing in the middle of the ring with Jimmy the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, and, there's no Brutus the Barber Beefcake to be seen, you know, because he's out with injury. And Honky Tonk Man gets on the mic, and, you know, he's so relieved because Brutus was his biggest competition. You know, he thought for sure, even he thought he was going to lose. Gets on the mic, and he's like, I don't even care who you got in the back room. I just bring out anybody. I'll beat him 1, 2, 3. Now, here comes the music. And it's just like, everybody knew, and everybody cheered, and it was like, oh, it was the Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior comes flying out to the ring, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, and for this goes for anybody, not just Teresa, if you guys have not seen this match, what you guys need to do is you need to, 1, watch that match between Brutus the Barber Beefcake and Outlaw Ron Bass, because it's a good match, and there's a lot of, you know, commentary on it, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, he's cutting up Brutus's face. And then watch that SummerSlam and watch how cocky Honky Tonk Man is. I'll beat anybody. And then out comes Ultimate Warrior. And he beats the Honky Tonk Man in like 30 seconds for the Intercontinental Championship. It was insane. That's just amazing. That's just amazing. Alternate Chloe wants to know, do you know that YouTube ads are very annoying? Do you take selfies? And why is Transformers more important to your channel? You know, these are great questions. I can't stand the ads myself. I don't know that I take selfies on a regular basis. I think I've taken like one in maybe the past 6 months. Transformers is more important to my channel than, say, wrestling. Okay, here's the thing. Coming out of college, I wanted to be a teacher, and I wanted to do action figure design for Hasbro, because Hasbro was the company back then, still kind of is the main company of all companies, toy companies. I had all these ideas, comic book way and, you know, action figure way, and primarily around the Transformers, because that was their big franchise. Star Wars was nowhere to be seen at the time. And all their other lines just didn't really amount to anything. Let's see. So then, you know, that, of course, that doesn't go through because, you know, I'm not making action figures for Hasbro. So what else? So I have all that. So instead of, in addition to that, you know, I'm a bit of an artist, right? There's all these pieces falling into place. In addition to that, Transformers was a big thing for me as a kid, aside from baseball cards, and once Star Wars really kind of disappeared off the market in the mid-'80s. The next big thing was G.I. Joe and Transformers. And G.I. Joe, really, it was great, but it didn't amount to Transformers. You know what I'm saying? Transformers really took the spotlight, and it took over the world by storm. It was very popular. There was a lot of imitations. There were GoBots. Not great, not bad, but not Transformers. Years later, Grimm's doing a show, you know, right? And it comes time for my own show. And I said, well, I don't want to do the same thing that you're doing, because then people are just going to watch you and not watch me at all. So I said, well, what else can I do? Feisty Pants is into Transformers. Let's do Feisty Pants in his Transformers. So there you go. It was a thing I pursued as a career. It was a hobby. I made afterwards, and it was something I had on the tail end of my childhood. There's a lot that we do, Feisty Pants and I, but primarily, Transformers is still pretty important. It's a big franchise. You know, me and Feisty Pants, we go nuts for it, and that's kind of where my custom action figures come out of. You know, I see something that Hasbro actually makes as a Transformer. All the custom videos that I've done, I've taken what they make, and I'm like, you know what, it'd be better if this, and this, and that is what I would have produced had I been in charge of making Transformers. Sometimes they come out horrible. Most of the time they come out pretty awesome. And there you go. Adam 8000, how long do you think Sheamus will hold the belt? Hopefully not too long. I don't want to go through the trauma that is Sheamus winning the heavyweight belt. Wow, I can't even pronounce this guy's name. But he wants to know, he was on Amino also, wants to know how Attack Slug and I met. I met Attack Slug through Grimm, watching WWE 08 on Amino. Do I like Sheamus being a champion? No. And what do you think about finally getting a question right? Yeah, you know what? Listen here, you little bastard. He's talking about Doo-Hop's Beat the Buzzer Challenge. On the last one, I got a question right. I usually get a question right. I just don't get both questions right. So, right here. Moose, what's up? Moose wants to know what kind of TV I watch. Every day of the week, except for like Saturday. Saturday, there's really nothing on. But every other day of the week, there's stuff to watch. Sunday, there's, you know, The Walking Dead. There's Family Guy. There's, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. The Librarians, I watch that on Sunday. Monday, you know, there's Raw, there's Gotham, there's Supergirl, Major Crimes, Castle. Tuesday is The Flash. Shit. The Flash. There's more. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Crap. There's a lot, man. I watch a lot of TV. Wednesday is Clone Wars. Wednesday is Supernatural. The 100. There was that show about set in the future where the kids, like all these kids are in jail on the space station, and the parents send them all down to the planet to check out Earth and see if it's, inhabitable again, and it is. They're a couple of seasons in. I'm pretty sure they got renewed. I don't know when the new season starts. I thought it would have started for the fall. Maybe it's like a summer show. I'm not sure. Thursday is Bones and SmackDown, and Friday is Dr. Ken, Girl Meets World. What else is on Friday? I'm forgetting something. Ancient Aliens when it's on. I watch a lot of TV. Favorite movie, though, is a tie between Spaceballs and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Deluxe Blaze 34. What's my favorite baseball team? Do I watch football or basketball? What's my favorite superstar? I had Roman Reigns as my favorite superstar for a while, but I don't know. I still like him, but the thing is, I like a lot of different superstars. It's really a question of which superstars don't I like? Like The Miz. Can't stand The Miz. Bo Dallas? What a waste. If you don't know that the Yankee hat that I wear signifies that I like the Yankees, you should watch. It's the Yankees. And I don't really watch football or basketball. Frasman 450. Do you think Sheamus will feud with Seth Rollins? Probably when he gets back. Only if Sheamus is still the champ. I kind of think they're going to go another way very quickly. Vintage MG, if you could bring any indie star to NXT or WWE, who would it be? I don't know. I don't watch anything else like that. I don't watch Ring of Honor. I don't watch TNA. But I don't watch indie stuff. I don't watch. I watch WWE. I watch NXT when it's on. That's all I watch. Twisted Clown! Oh, what's up, man? Thank you for your concern over the weekend. What are the mechanics of the contest, and how did I escape Slenderman? Well, what happened was, Grim and the guys came to rescue me with a cup of coffee. I'm going to get to the contest at the end, so I'm going to save your question there. Evan Lawrence, where do you work this week? Mattel, Hasbro, or Walmart? No! I work for the sweepstakes. Like when Ed McMahon comes to your house with the $1 million check? I don't work for him, but, we'll be alright. Ray Isadero, what is the worst gimmick? I don't know, man. There's a lot of them. Niall, this guy Niall wants to know, is it me or does my pal Alex look like Mark David Chapman? And I'm like, that name sounds familiar. Who is Mark David Chapman? I Google images of Mark David Chapman. He's the guy who shot John Lennon. Fuck you, Niall. Guess who's getting blocked tonight when I get home? Fuck you. Okay, that's all the Q&A for this week. Back to the t-shirt contest. Friday, I announced fan mail, and I sent out the pictures of the t-shirts. And all you had to do on Twitter was retweet them. That's it. And then eventually on the 11th, December 11th, I'm going to go down the list. I'm going to pick winners. Kind of randomly. I'm just going to, close my eyes and point. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, we got a winner. 3 times 3 winners. I'll get your mail-in information. I'll find you on Twitter somehow. And then what? And then I'll mail them to you. That's pretty much it. So just retweet them. I don't know that you can retweet them more than once, so if it's only once, you're in. That's all you got to do. If you have some fan mail, this is what we do on Fridays. Speaking of the fan mail video, you leave your comments all week long. I write them down. I read them off every Friday. That's fan mail. Now, if you got something to send, this is where you send them to. Alex's Toy Show, P.O. Box 13, Bayville, New Jersey, 08721. Come find me on Twitch. I stream my EverQuest playing on there, so you get an idea of what I do when I play EverQuest. Here's my Amino chats. Instagram, I am mypalalex_photos. Ideas.lego.com, you can find me there. And the show, My Pal Alex on the YouTube. Or the Twitter. Sunday we do Q&A, provided that I'm not kidnapped. Sunday we do Q&A. When there's a pay-per-view later that night, I'll throw in some predictions, and then I usually do a results video after the pay-per-view. Monday, Feisty Pants and I do toy hunts, and then we do some toy hauls. Tuesday is baseball cards or Hot Stove. Hot Stove is where we keep up with all the happenings in baseball. Wednesday, Feisty Pants does Minecraft. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we leave it open for everything else we do. Friday is commonly Fan Mail Friday. And that's all I got. Like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more.